Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank the committee for organizing this event and for inviting me here. My name is Radhika Choudary. I'm coming from Hyderabad. I'm the co-founder of Freyr Energy. And I think I have to apologize, but I'll be talking a little bit more about solar and the sustainable way and smart way of achieving the 40 gigawatt target the nation has set in achieving for the rooftop segment. So we've installed more than 800 systems across 14 states, and like Kiran rightly pointed out, we have faced a lot of challenges on logistics, technology, execution, reaching sites. We've executed more than 100 microgrids in India, and we're executing another 100 microgrids as I'm talking right now across 3 states. And when we started off this business, you know, some of the key challenges the rooftop solar segment is facing today in India are businesses are not able to scale profitably. Scaling is one of the biggest challenges. If you look at a pie chart of market share, you can see that it's very fragmented and it's very unorganized. And, you know, even very large organizations have like 1 or 2% of the market share. And this is primarily because the way the mindset of customers is basically, if I want to close an order or an inquiry in Maharashtra, and they're more comfortable, the customer is more comfortable closing the order in Maharashtra with somebody that they have association with instead of coming to like to a vendor in Hyderabad or to a vendor in Delhi. So we figured out, so the challenges are, one is around scaling profitably and giving a customized and reliable solution to the end customer and making ultimately solar affordable to the end user, and also considering a lot of the state level and policy level constraints that exist from state to state. So we've launched something called SunPro, which is now available on Android and iOS software-based solution, which pretty much does. So there are a lot of softwares that are available today in the market, but what happens is they're all designed by engineers and used by engineers. For example, PVSys is a very popular tool that is used in solar, Helioscope, Aurora, whatever it is. They're all developed by engineers and they're very comfortable, engineers are very comfortable using it. But then on the business side of things, when you're going and trying to explain to a customer, like Tanya said, you know, the awareness, trying to explain to them about their payback, what is it going to generate? Is it going to be around for 25 years? How do you convince them? So these are the challenges that we have to, you know, overcome. And so this software is kept in mind, you know, that has been kept in mind. And it works in rural parts of India. We are going to launch it in multiple languages because just the way the country is. And it's launched in 2 countries right now, in India and West Africa and Ghana. So it takes the local solar irradiation also into consideration and comes up with an optimal solution for any customer. It can be used by installers anywhere. So the idea behind this is, in order to achieve 40 gigawatts of target for rooftop segment, we hope that a lot of entrepreneurs are born across the country to be able to develop business and do at least 1 crore of business per annum. That is the vision that we have, and we are hoping to help them achieve this. And we've also designed something very interesting in it. We have tied up with a few banks for letting the end customer have loan options, but that alone is not sufficient. So we do a lot of the pre-screening of any customer through the app itself to be able to tell them will they qualify for a loan or not. So the whole process, typically a solar system, the reason why a lot of market people do not enter the rooftop segment is it may take 6 months, 8 months. There is no deadline for a customer to make a decision versus the government sector play where, you know, there are deadlines, there is a tender, there is a, you know, timeline for closing the order. But on the private sector play, it becomes very challenging because there are no deadlines. So the entire sale process is now shrunk to from 6 months to almost 2 meetings, and you're concluding the entire site survey, the loan availability, the system sizing, and it's accurately designed. Apart from this, we've also developed something called Solar Trailer. This is a very unique design. It can be, so the philosophy behind how many solar water pumps that are being installed across India today is mind-boggling. But if you really look at it, a solar water pump is a fixed asset on a farmer's land. And when you really look at it, farming-wise, you typically use a solar water pump for 100 days out of 300 days because you can't keep irrigating the same set of land everyday basis. So this asset is kind of lying idle for 2/3 of its life that it's supposed to be actually operational. So we designed a solar trailer. Now again, it is almost like a diesel generator competition, you could say, very similar to that, where this trailer, when it is not running a pump, is now able to store battery. If there's a small set of battery, it can connect. The farmer can take it back home and connect it to his household loads, or actually rent it out to other people if they have to irrigate their farms. So it is designed specially for the Indian roads. It can be hooked onto a tractor, and you can start using it for 3 or 5 kilowatt solar water pumps across the country. So these have been the two sustainable or smart ideas that our company has developed in-house. And we are looking to scale into at least 25 countries in the coming 3 years. And hoping to associate with as many people across the country. So I think a lot of the issues that people are talking about grid integration, just please understand, I've been in the solar sector for a good 10 years now, and I have seen the tariffs fall from 17 rupees 91 paisa to today 2.5 rupees where the solar market is. And I think it's a big pat on everybody's back. If not that project, if it was not signed at 17 rupees 91 paisa, this 2.5 rupee project would have never come up. And I think the government has come a long way in the last 7 years from National Solar Mission and achieved a lot. And to reach the 100 gigawatt target, including the large-scale projects, is a very big target for the, it's very challenging. And I think there's a lot of discussion around anti-dumping. So I think it's going to be phenomenal for the Indian manufacturers also right now. And I've already been closely working with the US markets, and I've seen that they've imposed anti-dumping and on Chinese products. So now there is a lot of demand for outside China products to go into the United States, and I think very similar things are going to happen in India as well. So, I think it's going to be very exciting, next 3 years for the solar segment. And thanks everyone.